All right, everybody. It looks like it is that time. We're going to go ahead and get this party started. It didn't have enough time to administrate to get all of our guests in position as of yet, but we'll work that on the backdrop. If you all can do me a huge service and ensure that when I get my slide up, you're able to see my screen with the PowerPoint presentation that I'll be sharing, as well as myself. If you can both see and hear me, let me get a thumbs up. Let me get a shout out. Let me get a whatever in the comments there. Let me know that you're there. I want to make sure that we're getting this thing done right. We want to welcome everybody to this fireside chat. And I don't know if I need to use that fireside in some of the places across this country where the temps are above 100, but you get the point. So we're going to make it do what it does on this evening. I'm thankful and grateful. Shout out to our CEO and his beautiful wife, Mr. David and Adela Hart, to all the leadership, the strands, my good friends, of course, and then, of course, to our fearless leader, Ambassador Deborah Taylor, who's literally exhausted tonight after all of this weekend's activity. Shout out to Apostle Wilson and his beautiful wife, Pastor Beverly, and all that they have accomplished in their many decades of ministry out in Chicagoland. Well, we're going to get this thing started. Thank you so much, Coach Tanya, and I'm glad that you're there. You can help me do this. I've not seen too many of our guests. If you can help put all the names in the chat for me, who's going to be online, I'm going to do my very best to administrate as effectively as I can, almost solo on this occasion. But let's do what we came to do. We're going to be talking about an opportunity that's life-changing for those who would dare to believe it. Put this in the comments first, because this is our motto, and we live by it. It's our creed. A better life requires a better way. A better life requires a better way. Now, if you can get in agreement with that, you're in the right place at the right time. If that's not your thing, if that's not your forte, if that's not your desire in your heart of hearts, listen, just share this on with someone else. It may not be for you, but it's for the 99.99% of the other people, right? A better life requires a better way. Go ahead and put that in the comments. I want to see where the people are. Let us know what city you're let us know what state, what nation. I'm on Facebook watching this. I can't see anybody in the Zoom, of course, at this time. Let me know in Facebook land where you are, so forth and so on. Let me give you a quick disclaimer. I want to make sure that we cover this thoroughly too. We do not make any income promises or any income claims. The worst scenario for those who will partner in the business side of everything I'm going to share with you tonight, and I really encourage you to do that. Worst case scenario, you're going to get a bunch of extremely discounted vacations, and some of them will even be free. That's the worst case. That's what losing looks like inside of Travorium. Best case scenario is you might put yourself in a position through the sweat of your brow, through the work that you'll put in, where you can literally get in a position. We have our top money earner earning well over $1 million a year. And doing that because of the leadership, the dedication, the gifts, the talents, the experience, skill set, all that he brings to bear. And with that in mind, you can exceed that, and no one can stop you but you. You are your own limitation. So with that being said, we don't promise you anything other than the opportunity. But let's talk about travel. I see you there, Carol. Thank you for chiming in, beloved. It's good to see Miss Kayla is in the house. Miss Tanya, thank you so much, darling. This whole thing about travel, here's what gets me. People are going to travel with or without us. You know, our company has been in place, in position for 10 years. We'll talk about that in just a moment. And we've been doing a heck of a job for 10 years, changing lives all around the world. But before there was a Travorium, and forever and a day, there's going to be people not using Travorium. And how do they travel when they don't have Travorium? Well, let me throw this out. Newsflash, they wasting a whole lot of money. But how do we waste money when we don't use Travorium? Number one, people continue to pay ridiculously high retail rates. Now, they don't know probably sometimes that they're throwing money out the window like that they're literally burning it in a bonfire, but they are. They think they're getting coupons and savings and deals from one of those plethora of companies there. What they don't know is that those companies, every single one of the few dozen there, several dozen there, are part of two companies. And those two mother companies, Expedia and Priceline, own all the others. 90% plus of all those companies are owned by Expedia and Priceline. And when you've seen one, you've seen the other. And those are mega billion-dollar companies that guarantee no savings whatsoever. Now, they'll promise you savings from this one to that one, but they're in control of it all. How did they pay their CEOs millions of dollars? And how are those two companies, two of the top 10 companies doing business on the internet today? They do it by marketing, not because they own anything. They don't own the cruise ships. They don't own the rental cars. They don't own the hotel. They don't own the resort. They don't own anything. What they do is they market very well. How do most people travel when they don't have Travorium in their life? They run up credit cards, y'all. Somebody put this in their hashtag, no more credit card debt. Lady Sharon, I see you there. Thank you, darling. Hashtag no more credit card debt. You ought to go on a campaign. You ought to go on a mission to make that true for you. You ought to try to inspire, influence as many people as you can. Man, that debt is a slave master. Do you hear what I'm telling you? I'm telling you by experience. It's easy to get in, but so much harder to get out of. Break those shackles, y'all. Let's stop charging up cruises and excursions and Bahama Mama trips and all that type of stuff. Come on. Going, money that we don't really have in our possession. You're hurting yourself, and there's no need to do that. And if you're a part of Travorium, you definitely don't have to do that, because we got a plan that's going to blow your mind. How do most people travel when they don't have Travorium in their life? They pay enormous prices for timeshares, y'all, and it's a jungle out there. It makes me wonder. Oh, and some people are going under because those timeshares, they're no joke. I was paying $379 a month for the last one. We have Coach Tanya, and she'll share her testimony. She was paying, and you get so very little for what they offer. Now, maybe there was a time 25, 30 or more years ago when those timeshares were the best thing since sliced bread. But don't you know that the timeshare that I used to pay the mortgage and the maintenance fee, whether I used it or not, I've stayed there in this program that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight. And I've paid as little as $59 without any other obligation. And that was no mistake. That was not a fluke in the system. Ladies and gentlemen, please hear me. We've done that twice. And we could have done it many more times, except I didn't want to keep going to the same place because we have 2,000 other places to go just like it. I'm trying to tell you. Number 4, how do people travel when they don't have Travorium in their life? They stay with other people. That's what they do. Newsflash. Don't do that so often. And don't stay so long. I mean, they're being cordial. They're being nice. It was good for them to see you, but they really didn't want you on that couch for 3 weeks. Come on. So we got to do something different, guys. And when you know different, you do different. And when you have different, you can do different. And I'm telling you, you can have something different tonight where you can roll into that city, where that hotel you keep driving by, you've always looked up and seen it. And you said, one day I'm going to stay there. Well, guess what? That time is now. That is, if you get to the other side of what we're going to share with you. And that is becoming a member inside of Travorium. Then you can invite everybody to the lobby. Then you can invite them to your suite, and you don't have to get the regular room because you can get 5-star destinations and pay 1-star prices. I love it. How do most people travel when they don't have Travorium in their life? This is the saddest, y'all. They really don't travel much at all. They continue to dream about it. They continue to talk about it, but they don't continue to be about it because the price is going up on everything from sliced bread to milk, especially on travel. So you got to make sure that we are helping people. We're on a mission to help people to literally change their life, to upgrade their life, to level up on their life, because a better life, somebody put it in the comments if you're listening, requires a better way. And we're going to show you 3 ways to get this thing done. Catherine, we're going to show you. Thank you for chiming in all the way from Quebec is in the house. Brenda Gamble is in the house. We're going to show you 3 ways to get this thing done, to take your whole travel game, to take your whole travel strategy. You're going to become a guru tonight. You're going to see the secrets tonight. You're going to get the secret sauce tonight about how you can travel a whole lot more. Did I say a whole lot more? A whole lot more and spend a whole lot less. In fact, We'll show you 3 things. We promise you this: how to travel with substantially discounted prices, discounted rates. Number 2, how to travel for free. And number 3, here's my favorite. I think it'll be yours too. Kayla, I know it's yours. How to get paid to travel. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Did I say travel and get paid to travel? It just doesn't get any better than that. Now let's look at one of the quotes I like to kind of hang on for just a moment. It's so vitally important today. Mr. Warren Buffett, he said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Do y'all know that to be true? I mean, there are some hard-working people out there, y'all, where, I mean, it's not because they're lazy. It's not. Don't let anybody fool you. It's not because they don't work hard. It's not because they're not up every, man, they got 2 jobs. They got 3 jobs. They leave that job and they go to another just before they hit in on punch it. They're working around the clock. They barely see their kids, their grandchildren. They barely have a life. All they do is work. But working alone is not the recipe to wealth. Not as we know work to be, or as we have been misguided or even miseducated for work to be. Now, we know what the word says. Man doesn't work, it shouldn't eat. But who said work has to look like this? I'm telling you, work never looks so good when you learn how to really do the work. And that's in the residual sense of creating residual wealth. In other words, you don't have to keep working harder alone. How about working smarter? There's some stuff, come on, talk back to me. If you still wash your clothes in a tub of water and do all of that in the United States, especially, that must be a hobby, I guess, because they got some stuff that can make that happen a whole lot faster. If you're still doing dishes by hand, well, maybe I shouldn't use that one because sometimes those dishwashers don't exactly do what they should. But you get the point. There are some things, y'all, that have allowed us to do things a whole lot better, a whole lot more efficiently, and it's working smarter. And just because we're working harder, y'all, it doesn't mean we're working smarter. And one thing that wants the assignment to work smarter for you is your money. And Mr. Warren Buffett is an amazing example of that. In other words, y'all, multiple streams of income, because we're going to talk about residual income. Multiple streams of income is no longer a luxury, y'all. It is a necessity. Somebody put that down. Multiple streams of income is a necessity. Yes, Kayla, when we know better, we do better. You better say so. Absolutely. And this is the wisdom of Mr. and Mrs. David and Della Hart. They've put this thing together, y'all. And I'm telling you, they are gifts to God's green earth here. They have so showed the value of what it is to just obey God and to step out on faith. It wasn't necessarily easy when they did it. It wasn't necessarily something that just, without obstacles, but they did it anyway. And when something is worth doing, you know what you got to do? You got to do it anyway. And I'm so glad they did this thing anyway. 10 years ago, they started Travorium, and it has spread to more than 60 countries at large, globally changing lives all the way around the world. For the past decade, they have earned for others tens of millions of dollars, paid out those types of commissions all around the globe and back. And I'm telling you, we're still just getting started. These are some of the most passionate, wise entrepreneurs, generous, kind-hearted that you could ever want to be connected to. And I'm telling you, the half has not been told. Let's look at this whole experience of what they put together. They call this thing the digital nomad experience. Tyrone is in the house. We're going to call Tyrone in a minute, y'all. Don't go too far away. We got Pam Moore's in the house representing Milwaukee. Yes, yes, and yes. Brings us back to this digital nomad. We're all over the country, as you can see. We have folk in all countries here, 60 amazing countries, but this is what we have in common. We all believe in this thing about traveling for pennies, traveling for free, and earning money 24/7 around the clock from the use of a cell phone. Did y'all hear that mic drop? You don't have to own a laptop. You don't have to own a desktop. You don't even have to own a tablet. If you have a cell phone with a signal, now it doesn't need to have a signal, must be clear on that, you can do business with our platform. It's all about the social sharing economy, and I can say a lot more about that. We share so many things for free. Nothing wrong with that. We share our meals. We share our attire. We share our shoes. We share the movies we watch. We share all kind of things and we share them and we don't get any compensation for it. But we're going to share with you how you can share one of the most favorite experiences on the planet, travel, and get paid to do that. So let's go a little bit further. I'm not going to go into how huge this industry is because it's just so huge that it just doesn't make any sense. But I will tell you that the number one thing shared on social media today, guess what? It's travel. So let's go ahead and take a dig in all the way in. And I'm going to share with you the things that Travorium does that no other travel platform out there in the world is able to do it the way we do it, and we're getting it done, y'all. Let's look at what we make available inside of Travorium. Number one, we have platforms like, actually, there are going to be 3 platforms I'm going to talk to you about. The first one is what we call Dreamcation platform. And in the Dreamcation platform, our motto is this: anyone, anywhere, any budget. It really doesn't matter where you're coming from. But if you use our Dreamcation platform, it makes travel affordable and available for you. You have access. Somebody put that in the comments. Hashtag you have access. You have access. You have access to Dreamcations all around the world. And we're talking about more than 2,000 destinations strong. Kendra and I, we've stayed at Dreamcations locally. We've gone at Dreamcations abroad. Some of the ones that we've even done locally, y'all, I'm talking about local for us here in San Antonio, Texas. These are hotels that we've stayed at. One in particular, we've stayed there on an anniversary. This was 5-6 years ago. $275, $350 a night. We stayed for 2 nights. That's all I could do. And we enjoyed it. We loved that place. She was like, yeah, we got to go back. I was like, yeah, but you know. But anyway, we came back. But we came back inside of Travorium, and I didn't have to pay $275, $350 a night. You know what? I paid $119 for the whole week, y'all. This is what I'm talking about, the power of Dreamcations. We have those types of experiences anyone, anywhere, on any budget can use. $119 for the whole week. Well, everybody else coming in that door, we're paying $2,000 or more just for the same experience. And this was not a fluke in the system. We've done this many, many, many times, along with members all around the world, no respect of persons. And here's what we do as well. We show you how to share this experience with 3 people. And when you share this experience with 3 people, because remember, we said people love to share. You share everything else, why not share this? I didn't mind sharing the fact that one of our favorite hotels that we were paying $300 a night in, we were able to stay $119 for 8 days, 7 nights. I didn't mind sharing that. And as a result, come on, do the math. Now we're able to earn $3,250 a year in free travel. And that's what you can do with this program, no respecter of persons. Now, I'm going to talk about a few other destinations inside the Dreamcation portal, like Cabo San Lucas, y'all. It's Cabo San Lucas. Thomas Flowers, my main man. Yes, we have access, sir. Derry Cheatham, we thank you. We have access. Marty Fitzpatrick, we have access. Brenda Gamble, yeah, you got access. Absolutely right. Cabo San Lucas, y'all. This is an amazing place. Many of you have been there before, but you've never been there like this. Retail price $4.99, not bad. That's our retail, but we don't do retail. We have a whole nother way we flow, y'all. Look at that final cost. $0.00 means just cover the tax. Oh, there she is, y'all. Coach Cynthia is in the house. Orlando, Florida, guys. Who doesn't at one time or another want to take their children and children's children to see Disney, to see Mickey, to see Minnie, to see Daffy and the whole group? It just makes sense to do it. I mean, who doesn't do that? Well, one of the reasons we don't do it enough is because, have you bought a soda at that joint? Have you had a slice of pizza at that joint? I mean, it's like feeding the army just to have a Slurpee. It's very expensive out there, guys. But how about getting some help in the way you stay, the destination you stay? And we have dozens of places just like this. 1-bedroom suite, 8 days, 7 nights, guys. Look at this. The max, $20 a night. Best case scenario, $1 a night plus the tax. How about taking a look at the Canary Islands, guys? Man, when you go to Europe, out there in the air, and you begin to see all these beautiful, amazing things, you think it's for other people. No, it's for you. Come on, I told you, we're making it affordable for anybody, anywhere. 8 days, 7 nights. Look at that price on the screen. One more again. I hope my screen didn't freeze up. Can y'all see that? If you can see it in the comments, let me hear it, that you can see it and you need it in your life. When I look at that picture, I just feel refreshed. I feel relaxed. Man, that's good stuff. But what's even better, look at that price. $0.00 per night, 8 days, 7 nights. Why don't you just pay the tax? I see you there. Tanya says she can see it. Kayla says yes. Renithia, Minister Renithia is in the house, y'all. Well, that's just one aspect of what we do. How about understanding that we also have access besides the Dreamcation getaways? We also have what we refer to as the net zero pricing. We have net zero pricing, which for those who are not familiar with the language, been a travel agent for 8 years. In fact, we came into this program being travel agents already. But the reason we came in is because this company, this platform was blowing away every single price that we were able to put together. There was no way. They were beating our prices, not for our customers. They were beating our prices for ourselves. So it made us inquire, investigate, and search, and try to do what we needed to do. And we decided that since we couldn't beat them, we had to join them. And it just made sense to us. So we give you net zero prices without becoming a travel agent. I just think it's a marvelous idea. I think that you should entitle yourself to traveling like a travel agent rock star without being one yourself. So you get access to all of that. But here's the most amazing things, I think. We also have put together about 100 specific destinations a year now. And we refer to these destinations. They're distinct from the net zero search engine that you get, that you can search millions of destinations all around the world. They're distinct from the Dreamcations, where there's about 2,000 properties in the database any day of the week that you have access to. But we have about 100 particular destinations. They're very specific. The location is specific. The time frame is specific. Everything is already mapped out by our company, by our corporation, Travorium. They put these things together with us in mind. So if you're a member, you have access to these. And what that means to us is we get a chance to see one another. And man, I'm telling you, what a time when we get together with Coach Tanya Evans and Minister Renithia and Kayla Young and Coach Cynthia, good God Almighty, and my main man, Thomas Flowers, and Deary and Marty and Brenda, good God, Lady Sharon and Patty, and Lord, who I leave out? Who else? Tyrone, we better call him. He got to be there. And Tammy, man, when we get together, what a time, what a time, what a time. We call these family reunions. And we think the only thing missing is you, and you need to be there. These are called our world tours. So we want to invite you to our next set of world tours. We got one in New York. Look at this price, y'all. 5 days, 4 nights, $539. If you've ever been to New York, I grew up there, born and raised, you better understand $539 a night would not be enough to stay at a place like this. But we're doing that for 5 days, 4 nights, and breakfast is included. I'm going to run through these because there's so many. Look at Spain, y'all. Spain never looked so good. Less than $40 a night, and that includes all the food and drinks. It's all inclusive. Look at Austria, guys. Complimentary access to the art museum, Belvedere. Cartagena, y'all. Colombia. We're not talking about the U.S., y'all. Come on, talk back to me. 4-star hotel, breakfast included, 5 days, 4 nights. Price as low as $1 bill, y'all. Rome. They say when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Pam, we need to find out what they do because we need to go. Why not? 4-star hotel, breakfast included, 5 days, 4 nights, $149. And here's my favorite, Jamaica. Listen, guys, we spent amazing 5 nights there, I believe it was last year this time. In fact, we're probably now just getting back. A 5-star resort, all inclusive. Half ain't been told, y'all. People on our team, we did some of everything. There were over 60 persons on our team. We had 4 birthday celebrations, or maybe even 5. It was just an amazing, I mean, they did everything. We did so much stuff. In fact, came up on my feed today, y'all. We were out there on a catamaran. I couldn't spell it, but I was on it. And we was out there enjoying ourselves. They was out there on the, I wasn't gonna do it. They was out there on the horses riding through the ocean. It was wonderful. And these are the types of things that we do when we get together at the World Tours. But look at that price, y'all. $59 per night, all inclusive. There's not a restaurant we went to that if we were in the States eating at that same restaurant, we could have ate at that restaurant for $59 and we were eating there as much as we want. I shouldn't even say this, but maybe even a little bit too much. All right, let's go. We are also wanting to share with you Milan, Italy, guys. Look at that price. Miami, Florida. Whoa, look at that. Waterfront property. Look at that price. Look at Portugal, guys. Look at Singapore. 5 days, 4 nights. Look at Budapest. Have you ever thought about going to Hungary? Well, be hungry because that includes breakfast as well. Have you been to San Francisco lately? Look at that price. Resort fees are also waived. Lots of perks. This company gives you lots of perks when you travel in our world tours. Look at Tenerife. Breakfast is included. Balcony, sea view, 5 days, 4 nights, price as low as $99. One of my favorites. Shout out to my main man. Flowers is in the house. Go ahead and post one of those pictures, man. We need to see some of those pictures of you on the elephants, Thomas. Man, you did that thing. I love the way you do it when you do it. Beachfront cottage, y'all, 4-star resort, 7 days, 6 nights, dollar bill. I know it's unbelievable, but we got proof and we have receipts to show with it. Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, $40 a night, y'all. 5 days, 4 nights. And yes, once again, all inclusive. Where can you go in your city, your state, your nation, and expect to eat all day, every day, whatever you want for $40? Oh, wait. No, I don't have that time. Okay, I can't wait. And you can't even stay anywhere for $40 a night. But we're sharing with you in this program, we're going to change that as you know it. Look at Las Vegas. My God, my God, my God. That's called a luxury suite. And the luxury suites in Vegas, if you don't know that, they're all together different. We're talking about Upgrade City. New Orleans, here we come. Shout out to all of our people, all of our family who will meet us there in New Orleans. If you have not met us there or decided to meet us there, change your mind tonight, because it's the right thing to do to be in New Orleans. We're going to be there in July. Let us know. Put it in the comments if you're going to be in New Orleans. New Orleans, here I come. Hashtag New Orleans, here I come. Hashtag New Orleans, here I come. Put it in there, sound off. Italy, guys, I can go on and on. Malaga, Spain, y'all. We just had a whole group of members come back from the beautiful Malaga, Spain. Breakfast was included. And they paid $1. It's amazing. Motherland, Lord Jesus, we got to set this up. Coach Tanya, we got to go. We got to do this next year. Morocco, this is something amazing. If you've ever wanted to go to the motherland, this is a perfect opportunity to do it. And these are the beautiful sites that you'll see. Cozumel, Mexico, look at that, guys. All inclusive. Look at that price. Got to move quickly, guys. Got some people that they need to share their testimonies. Look at this, Dubai, $1 bill. And you're telling me you got to think about this? You're telling me you got to think and talk to who and what, and your spouse need to, and you got to pray. And man, I don't know what you, Zanzibar, Tanzania, y'all. Sea Cliff Resort and Spa, Motherland, here we go again. 5-star resort, breakfast and dinner included, $449. What a worthy investment. Punta Cana, $38 a night, all inclusive. Guys, I just want to get started every single time I see this. I'm going to run through these. I just need you to see who's meeting us in Paris. We got another one coming. Hashtag Paris, here I come. Hashtag Paris, here I come. If you're going to be there, we can't wait to see you. We'll meet you in front of the tower on the north side. All right. We'll say it again. We'll meet you in front of the tower on the north side. All right. Athens, Greece, y'all. Again, amazing. Simply amazing. Breakfast included. 5 days, 4 nights. Good God Almighty. Price as low as $299. We can go on and on and on and on and on we go, guys. Here's the point. If you're watching this because someone shared this with you, that means they're not trying to get anything from you. They're trying to get something to you. We hope you have eyes to see and a heart ready to receive. We believe this to be true. This is our motto. A better life requires a better way. And we've already been sharing it with you. I'll do this last thing, and I'm going to get this crew in to give you even more substantial proof than anything that I've shared tonight. Guys, this is the most amazing thing. What you see on the screen is called our membership options. Now, no matter what membership option you choose, you can't lose. Say it again. No matter what membership option you choose, you can't lose. Now, let me throw the math at you. None of the numbers you see on the screen could ever be wasted. None of the investment. The investment is not in the company. The investment is in you, because all of this money is going into your account, travel account with Travorium. Please follow the math. This account is special. It's like putting your own travel on layaway. It's allowing you to really be a more frugal and a more effective steward of all of the money coming into your possession, your fingertips. And you're literally using this program to prepare and plan for your future travel. Best way to do it. So all of this money is really an investment in you. Somebody put that in the comments. Hashtag this is an investment in you. So here's the worth of it. If you feel worthy of the investment of everything that I just shared with you, if you feel like you're the type of person that you should be going to Greece, you should be going to Cancun and Paris and Dubai and for $1 and all, if you feel like you're worth that and that's your value, it shouldn't be a struggle to make the investment, because every one of those dollars you see on the screen, no matter what section you use, is not going to the company, it's not going to me, it's not going to whoever invited you, it's going into the program that's going to literally 100% of it pay for your own travel. It's like putting your travel on layaway, and then the company has a plan where they match what you put in. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, if that's not gangster, I don't know what is. You can't lose this way. Here's what you pay annually. $49.95. Let me just do a calculator real quick, just to make sure I'm doing this math right. Y'all bear with me, because math was not my strong suit, but I'm getting there. That's exactly $4.16 a month at this present moment. And if you're telling me that operating a business for $4.16 a month is too much for you to invest in, I don't even need to be talking to you, to be honest with you. Let's go further. 10 times compensation plan, 10x compensation plan. We have so many ways that you can get paid, and I don't have time to talk about it. Maybe some of the others on the screen tonight, they will, but I would tell you it begins when you share this opportunity, and when you have 3 people that you referred in this opportunity. I'll restate what I said earlier, maybe you didn't catch it. You can earn up to $3,250 a year in free travel simply by having 3 referrals on the platinum level. It's just over $2,000 on the titanium level. That's how you're getting paid. You're getting paid to travel because you made 3 referrals. I mean, how many times did you tell somebody to go to this store versus that store? Get your stuff on at this mall rather than that mall. You do that all the time. Why not do that as it relates to the travel, when I'm telling you we have places where you can spend $40 a night, all inclusive, and stay at a 4- and a 5-star resort? Just makes sense. Well, if you keep doing that, and the people that you shared this with begin to keep doing it as well, here's what happens. You become a 1-star director, and that means that you have approximately between 16 to 24 people altogether combined inside of your book of business, as we call it, and you're earning anywhere from $400 to $700 a month, every month after month, simply because you took the time to share. Shout out to all of our 1-star directors, wherever you are. 2-star directors are in the house, y'all. When you become a 2-star director, shout out to all of our 2-star directors. Diane, it's good to see you. Thanks for chiming in. Now you have gone a step further. You've continued to share. You need at least 3 solid referrals yourself, active accounts. And because you continue to share, others caught wind of it. And now it's keep picking up steam, picking up momentum. And now you've gone from a team of 12 to 16. Now you have as many as somewhere between the neighborhood of 50 to 80 people in your book of business. Now remember, you did not refer all of those people. You need 3, that's your minimum. You can have many more than that, but you need 3, that's your minimum. And because you have those 3 and you keep doing what you're doing and you're sharing and you're showing others and you're helping others, doing what most people would do for free anyway, now you're earning as much as 18 grand to 30 grand a year, y'all. That's getting pretty good. And I'm going to share with you some of the opportunities. Now we're going to go up a little bit further. 3-star directors. Shout out to all of our 3-star directors. Grateful and thankful to become one recently myself. And I know that if you're not there yet, keep it moving. Don't stop. Get it, get it. It'll be a pit stop because we're going to the top. So 3-star directors, now you're earning anywhere from 30 to 40 grand a year, and you're getting other additional bonuses. And all you have is 150 to 240 members who want what you want. They want to save money when they travel. They want to travel for free. They want to earn money when they travel. And because they want what you want, now they're in position to get what you're going to get. In fact, they can get more than you get. You're not their limit. They're not your limit. Everybody is their own limit. we win at our own levels. Then the 4-star directors. Shout out to all of our 4-star directors. I know we have Dr. Phyllis Terry's about to cross over, y'all. So proud of her and her amazing work, and many others who are doing the same. 4-star directors are earning anywhere from $50,000 to $60,000 a year with multiple other bonuses. And they have a team of about 250 to 400 people on their team. They just kept keeping on. They just kept putting one foot in front of the other. They just didn't quit. They kept it moving. And that's what you do with this. Why turn away? What do you have to lose? And now you're earning $50,000 to $60,000 a year. But here's where we want to stop. Not because it's the end of the road. Really, it's a new beginning. But we want to put you on track to become an ambassador. And whether it takes a month, whether it takes a year, or even 10 years, guys, I want you to consider this. These are 6-figure plus income earners. Many of our ambassadors range anywhere from $100,000 to as much as $300,000 a year. Guys, you got to understand this. This can change the trajectory of many families. We're talking about now generational wealth, where you will have options to do. In fact, you don't even have, well, not all. We have doctors in the business, lawyers in the business, dentists in the business, so forth and so on. So it doesn't necessarily mean you have to quit what you do, because maybe what you do is a calling. Maybe what you do is a profession that you will never stop doing. But understand this, you don't have to keep doing it for the money anymore, because the money has been replaced. $100,000 to $300,000 a year. I'm quite sure that'll take care of most of the needs of most people. And in that regard, now you're doing it and it's residual. That means it's coming over and over again, no matter where you are, without regard for what you're doing. Your hand is no longer needing to be on the wheel in the same capacity as it would be on a job. I'll share this last screen here. That pay, $96,000, that's monthly. This is the executive chairman position. It goes all the way up to $1.2 million a year in just the residual side of this business alone. In addition, as an ambassador of 6-figure income earners, they get so many amazing perks, y'all. The Louis Vuitton experience is just one of the few. The annual ambassador vacation, as if they don't get enough vacations. No, they're going to get some more. And these are more special because all expenses are paid by our amazing leaders and CEOs, Mr. and Mrs. Hart. I'm talking about the flight. I'm talking about the excursions, the food. Everything is taken care of and covered on those ambassadors. And then here's the best part, I think. They have a profit sharing plan where the profits of the company every quarter are being shared. And as they share those shares between the ambassadors, the average share on a monthly basis, monthly basis ranges between $1,500, presently at least, $1,500 to $1,800 a month. That's in addition to everything else we talked about. Man, they got all kind of perks, guys. We can go on and on and on, but shout out to all of our amazing ambassadors all over the globe now, and especially shout out to our amazing personal ambassador, Coach Deborah Taylor. We love you, and we want you to get some rest. Don't overdo this thing. We want to see you here for the long term. Guys, all I've been saying this whole time is a better life requires a better way. If you didn't get that memo, I don't think I could share anything else. Mama used to say, I can show you better than I can tell you, but maybe I didn't tell you. So I got my family with me tonight, and I'm going to ask them, let's see if we can get their cameras on. I'm going to try my best to... All right, we got Coach D in the house. She can make it happen. I'm going to turn it over to her and let her introduce our panel tonight to get them in position, because I don't think it's letting me do it. Coach D, I know you are worn out. You have been in a celebration upon celebrations of all celebrations, and I know it takes a lot of energy. So I'll turn it over to you, but if you want me to do anything, just let me know.
All right, you have to give me the host.
Ooh, okay, so let's see.
I'm trying to see, because they can't cut their camera on, so either you have to upgrade them to host.
I made you the host.
Thank you. All right, there you go. Well, you did an amazing job. I was laying across. Okay, so there you go. Hold on. I'm finna make y'all host now. Sonia, you already won, aren't you? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right, sis. Okay. Kyla. Tyrone.
He's already there.
All right. All right. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
Good evening, everybody.
Evening, finding yourself.
I am doing amazing. I am exhausted.
I thought you were supposed to be resting.
Chicago, Illinois, but I was laying looking at the Mel doing such an amazing job. I said, let me get up and throw on something and at least get on here and say a few words. My voice is gone, but I've had a hallelujah good time. I've been celebrating my birthday. You know, I'm actually in this 1-bedroom suite right now because of Travorium. Uh, Being able to go when you need to go, when you need to go, how you need to go, and don't really have to worry about what you have to pay is an amazing thing. I was sitting here, I've been studying since I came in a little bit, trying not to make myself go to sleep. And it was a question in this book that I'm reading. It says, how would it feel to work less? So that's the question that I'm gonna pose to each of you tonight. So because of this business, not only have I been able to work less, but I work when I want to work. So how would it feel to be able to work less? It says, imagine for the moment what it would feel like to work less. And so that's to all the people out there. What does it feel like? Well, I could tell you what it feels like. It feels good. It feels good to be able to work on vacation, that your vacation is work. It feels good to have time freedom, money freedom. It feels good to be able to take your be able to share with your family and take your family and sit down and strategize how y'all going to the beach because your grandbabies want to go to the real beach. I don't know how they determine what's between an international beach, but I guess they assume because they got 3 and 5 and they have passports, there's a real beach somewhere that they can go with their passport. So I know, Kyla, you just got back with your family back to Florida is one of my favorite places, especially to take kids because there's so much to do there. And I know that you just recently got back with your family. So you want to go ahead and share that with us. And Mel, you did, again, an amazing job as always. If we have any guests in the audience, we wanted to thank you for joining us. I actually was eating dinner tonight with a young woman at my, I like hibachi. And so we were at the hibachi table and we began. So if Yolanda, if you're out there, I want to shout out a couple of people on the team had already tried to had recruited her. So she got to make a decision who she's going to join. But I know that she's one of our guests. But anyway, Kyla, go ahead and tell them about your recent vacation.
Kayla, before you begin, I'm going to ask Coach to do a huge favor. If you can get Minister Carol Walker Pittman, she's one of our newest directors in 30 days. She was going to be on the camera. If you can do that for us. Thank you, Kayla. Appreciate you.
Okay.
You're more than welcome. Thank you guys for having me. Congratulations, Pastor Mel, for your rank advancement. So proud of you. Coach D, happy birthday. Y'all, my trip to Florida with my grandbabies were, like I tell everyone, the one thing for me as a child, you know, our vacations was around the street and down the corner at grandma's house. Well, I didn't want that for my kids nor my grandkids. So for me, I gift my grandkids every year a trip for their birthday. So this year we went to Orlando. And let me tell you, that 2-year-old grandson of mine, I was just talking about him today. That little joker had me running like nobody's business. But they had such a good time. And just to see the joy on their faces. So freedom and working less for me is that continually to bring that bond for my grandkids and my kids, showing them that it's no limits when it comes to this world and traveling and just experiencing life and connecting and bonding with others. So, you know, in the Bible, they say Ecclesiastes 11:2, we need to have multiple streams of income. Matter of fact, it says specifically 8 streams of income. So this is a nice way to have a multiple stream of income, because within this platform, the value alone, and this one platform, you have multiple streams. So I just love it. It gives me the freedom to do what I want to do with my family and with my kids. And I can't wait till that 9 to 5 chunk the deuce. because I'm going to be everywhere, and it will just be what I want to be, and just do what's purpose for me in my life for the Lord and the kingdom, along with continually to build a bond and show families, especially moms and grandmas, how you can do this without breaking the bank, and bring joy and reconnect and reset with your family. So that's what Orlando did for us, and we had a good time. Thanks for having me.
All right, all right. Well, it sound like you did have an amazing time. I want to go ahead to Tanya. Well, we have a new. Let's talk to Carol, because Carol is new and she just hit wants to hit director in less than 30 days. And what that means is that once she turns 1-star director, she's going to automatically get an extra bonus on top of her pay of $100. So she qualified for that. And so that is an amazing feat. I remember when she came in. And so Carolyn, why don't you tell us, how would it feel to work? I know you getting pretty close probably to my age. And so how does it feel to work less, to be able to travel and do the things you want to do?
I think it looks like she's been having some problems with the camera. It's kind of dark, so we might have to get back to her.
All right, well, we'll go to Tyrone. Tyrone, you one of the faithful gentlemen on this Sunday night call. I love you and your wife. Y'all are an amazing couple and newlyweds. I love newlyweds. They have so much. I was just sharing with this. I share everywhere I go. So I'll share with this couple, which we was talking. I also was telling them tonight, I said, I was with my husband 46 years. And they asked me, what was the secret? I said, one thing is that he liked to go to the hotel. You know what I mean? So the Travorium gives you the opportunity as a man to be able to be a blessing to your wife without breaking the bank. And a happy wife is a happy life. So that's a word of advice. And so Tyrone, I know you've been doing that. You've been honeymooning. Travorium has been able to give you that in this last, it's been 2 years y'all been married now, or just one?
Going on 2 years in
She over there
August.
laughing, she grinning, ain't she? That's my buddy.
Going on 2 years in August, and we'll be going to Paris. Last year, we had the pleasure of hanging out with you guys in Jamaica for our first honeymoon. So we're ecstatic. To have more time for myself and my family is essential, especially in this time of day. I'm 50 plus years old. I'm almost 60. I'm close. I'm a rock throw away. So I just want to spend time with the people I truly love. And so when I'm not at work, I'm doing ministry, I'm spending quality time with my wife. So I want to be around the people that love me and people I could impact through ministry. So that's what I want to do with my time, and be in control of my time, be determined who I want to spend my time with.
Awesome. So that gives you the opportunity to be able to do that. But how would it feel to work less?
Oh my God, that would be, I was thinking about, maybe taking an extra day, like soon, like the day after today. So that would be refreshing, because that lower your stress level. So when we're at work, our stress level is going to be high because we're dealing with the demons. We're dealing with all the chaos and the politics and everything like that. When you're around people who love God and love uplifting people there's nothing but you come back with a glow. You see some of these folks with a glow. Coach D, she was excited because she wasn't stressed. She was traveling to have fun with family and friends. So that's a whole nother level. So she have an extra pack of energy that other folks don't have, who have to get up and go to work and deal with the politics.
And it's interesting that you say that, because a little over 4 weeks ago, well, yeah, about 7 weeks now. I was in the hospital having an operation for thyroid cancer, the worst form of cancer it was. And I believe that if I had not been able to, my stress to be on zero, you know, to be able to, because I'm in Chicago right now, I've been in Chicago twice since that surgery. And I asked the doctor, could I go? And he said, you can go there. You can't go out of the country right now, but you can go there. But I believe that if I had not had this business and that I did not have the stress of worrying about my income, worrying about this, worrying about that, because, you know, one thing about building a book of business with Travorium is that you make money while you sleep. Once you build the foundation level of it, you make money while you sleep. And so I didn't have that stress, and then I could actually do what I needed to do to be able to do that. So yeah, and then I got to celebrate my birthday. I am excited, and I am 65. I'm an illegal. I got my AARP membership before I left in mail, right? And I'm excited about that. You know, many of my friends have not lived to see this, to see 65, and have done as well as I've done. And so and that's not being conceited, that's just being real. Or they're so old, they're so old looking, burnt out, just, you know. But I think because we vacation to live and we live to vacation, that we're able to do some things that no other person, a lot of other people cannot do, because we know that we're going to give ourselves and our family that downtime. I'm going to, I don't know if Carolyn Walker, were you able to get your camera up, babe?
She's not. She's actually in a car driving, and it's too much noise and it's dark there, so it's not going to work.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go to my roadie, my girl. That's my girl. She reminds me of me when I was young. What come up, come out. She definitely is a comedian. She gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. But
amen to that.
As much as me, and her and her husband Chris, I'm very fond of them as well. And she's doing well in this business. I'm looking forward to her going an ambassador one day. So Tanya, what you want to say tonight? What you got for us?
Look, I'm gonna keep it straight to the point. Chris was listening to you talk about me. He was like, baby, who's she talking about? I'm like, you. But you know what? I get to travel for free. This business has definitely allowed me to be able to do some things that without it, I would not have been able to do. Like, this has literally been a blessing to my mental health, especially when you got people starting from my son to my mother-in-law to people dying around me, my grandparents. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio, so I've been back and forth to Cleveland to help with their care. There was no way I would be able to, and not stand with them, not stand with grandma and them, because I need my own space just like they need their own space. So but I would never have been able to do this without this platform. You asked the question, what does working less look like? Well, I'm gonna tell you what it looked like. You can come and go as you please. You don't have to answer. You don't have to ask a job or about, can I get this time off? Man, look, I haven't punched the clock since March 4th, 2013, all because I worked a job since I was 14 years old. I was working out on Fort Bragg, a good government job, for 10 years. My brother get murdered. I decided I want to go to his homegoing celebration, and they told me I couldn't go. So I went anyway, because I got out the military because I don't like being told what to do. take a lunch break. You gonna tell me when it's time for me to eat. I like to eat all day. I don't need nobody telling me when I can't go to the bathroom. No, that's jail and slavery time. No, that's over with for me. And when I came back to a pink slip, out of all the hard, dedicated work that I did, see, they will find somebody quick to replace you. But if I would have had something like this right here, I would have gave myself a pay raise. Because, hey, did you know that when you have a home-based business and you have a job, you can legally give yourself a pay raise? I mean, when it makes sense. I mean, when you know better, do better. How about this? I got the receipts and the proof, the tax refund proof that I get to write off my travel. Stuff that I'm doing anyway. I get monthly residual bills. And I'm telling you, PwC, they don't care if you got a job or not. They providing a service. You can't go to the grocery store and tell the cashier that you're going to come back on the 15th to pay for the groceries that you're trying to get now. So listen, when it makes sense, it makes sense. I'm like, make it make sense to me. But hey, I'm adding value to my life. When I get stressed out or when I need a griefcation, when I just want to get outside my world, I take a trip. I've written off 22 trips since being in this business. Before, I would have just been paying all this money and not getting nothing in return. No, baby, like Kayla say, baby, I get to write off these things. I get my cell phone. Don't y'all, everybody in the world got a cell phone that they paying a monthly bill on. But baby, when you know better, you do better. And when I tell you, when you work this business as a business, you can write off your cell phone bill. That's what I use for my business. Internet, lights. I mean, look, you have to pay this stuff anyway. You have monthly residual bills, so it makes sense to have daily residual pay. I love my daily residual pay. I love my free business. Hey, get in where y'all fit in. Quit playing. Quit playing, getting on my nerves. Back to you, Coach.
Well, that is true. We have monthly residual bills, and so that we should have monthly residual money, and I love it too. I love it too. I didn't think that I wanted it. See, there's a difference. Some of us, we join this business. We don't think, well, I just want to travel, and that's fine. Come in and just travel if that's what you want to do. And I've had many friends of mine who've come in and said, that's our girl, I don't want to be bothered with that. I ain't going to be telling nobody or whatever. But now they're making a residual income and they're using that residual income to travel. So if you don't do anything else, use it to travel. To our guests out there, we thank you, Pastor Mel. You have done such a fantastic job in giving this presentation. I'm going to let you give the final word. But I definitely appreciate each and every one of you. And I thank you for being here in my stead. And I'm dragging, but I'm here, dragging, but I'm here. I get tired at this time of the night, and we did a lot in these last few days. We celebrated Apostle H. Daniel Wilson, who is also a Travorium member. Yes. Him and his wife will be coming to New Orleans as well as Paris, France. And so today he officially went to his next, officially, but it's been a 3-day party. Wow. And I'm telling you, we is tired. But what he said to me is that now he can focus. Yes. Now he can focus on what he needs to do as it relates to Travorium travel. And that is going to be major for not only this company, because there were people from all over the world, India, Africa, Brazil. I mean, it was just people from all over. And I'm saying that to say that for our guests, you want to come in, whether you come in just to travel or whether you come in to want to build what I call a book of business. You want to just come in. Get in now, invest in yourself. When I joined this business, I had lost my job. The last job I was on over 30 years, but in total 41 years. My slip was not pink, Tanya. It was yellow. It was blue. It was actually blue. And I didn't know, you know, if I had not found Travorium and really decided to make a book of business, I don't know what I would have done. But, you know, life is good. Life is great. I can pretty much do what I want to do, when I want to do it, and how I want to do it. And that's important to me. It's important that I live and not die, you know, because you could be living here on earth and be dead as you want to be. Not doing, could be not living your full potential. So come on and join Travorium. We are a better life company. We are looking for a better way and helping people to get a better way. And so I'm excited. I'm excited for Kyla and her grandchildren, and Tyrone and his new marriage, and him loving his wife. And we'll see you in Paris. We won't hang out with you though. We ain't hanging out with you. Mel's gonna be there with his wife. I ain't hanging out with him. But I'm going to enjoy Paris, and I'm actually leaving Paris and going to Venice.
Wow.
So I'm going to be in Europe a couple of weeks, and it's good to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? There's places I never thought that I would be able to go. So I am blessed, and I thank God for each and every one of you. Pastor Mel, I'm gonna give it back to you.
Well, you said it all tonight, Coach. It's good to have you back. Get your rest, because again, we need you for another 50 years in this leadership, because we got work to do. To all of our amazing members around the globe tonight, I see Lady Sharon. We see you. Carol Caspar, much favor to you. Pam Moore, we thank God for you. I'm seeing a few others coming in. Tammy Conrad, thank you. Y'all share this message. Reach some other people. It's very simple. A better life requires a better way. And guess what? We found it. We'll see you next time. Hopefully in New Orleans, hopefully at Paris, Beaches, Banks, both. We'll see you. Good night.
Good night.